In my last video, I spoke extensively about budgeting basics and how it's very important we plan our expenses for the month before embarking on spending. I also explained the importance of knowing our figures, what comes in and what goes out. So if you've not seen my video on budgeting 101, I suggest you pause this video and check out my video on budgeting 101 where I explain budgeting basics before you come back to listen to this video. Hi there, my name is Jimmy, and on this channel I drop content that helps drive our personal finances in the right direction. And if a journey towards financial freedom is something you are looking for, then this is the right channel for you. Today we will be looking at the 50-30-20 budgeting strategy. Now, in my last video, I spoke about how we can use this strategy in drafting an efficient budget and how we are able to categorize our expenses into 3 different categories: the need, the want, and then our savings. Using this strategy, 50% goes to your needs, 30% goes to your wants, and then 20% goes to your savings. In this video, I'm going to be putting perspective to this strategy by creating a real-life scenario that could help us understand how best to utilize this strategy in order to achieve our intended results. So let's get right into it. 50% needs: your necessity for living, your accommodation, your feeding, your health, and your security. 30% to your want, which is the things you desire for your happiness. They are not necessarily things you can't do without, but they are things you want to enjoy. The remaining 20% goes to your savings, which is your emergency fund or allowance for investment, or your money that you want to use for your debt repayment. That's your savings. Simple, right? But the real magic of this rule is in the practical application. So let's say you earn $3,000 monthly after tax. So how do you make use of this rule in order to create an efficient budget for the month? 50% for needs means you allocate $1,500 to your needs. 30% for your want means you allocate $900 for your want, and then it also means that you allocate $600 USD for your savings to get the 20% for savings. I'll be illustrating some figures just to create a picture of how I would use this strategy in categorizing my expenses and making my budgeting for the month. Starting with the needs. So let's say 800 USD goes to your rent, 350 USD goes to your groceries, 150 USD goes to your utilities, which is your water payment, your electricity, your internet, and then 100 USD goes to your transportation, and $100 goes to your insurance. Doing this, you've allocated your 1,500 for your needs and distributed it across what you have termed your needs for the month. These are just examples, and it's very subjective and unique with different individuals. You know, it depends on your location, it depends on your responsibility, and it depends on your lifestyle. But I just gave this example for you to see how you could share 50% of your income across your needs. I mean, your needs might vary, but the most important thing is you categorize your needs and then ensure you stick to the proportionality in allocating different funds to these needs. So let's take a look at how you can allocate funds to your wants. 30% of $3,000 is $900, and this is given to your wants. Your subscription can take $50, gym membership can take $50, social activities $250, your hangout with friends, going to concerts, going to the cinema, your entertainment, that falls within your social activities. Gadgets or clothing shopping can take $200. Your trips, your hobbies can take $200. Your miscellaneous can take $100. So like I said, this is very subjective. I'm just trying to create a picture on how you could allocate $900, which is 30% of $3,000, to your wants. With wants, it's very essential you enjoy your life without going overboard. Be it buying a ticket to watch your favorite football match, or taking weekend trips, or hanging out with friends. This should be a mindful or thoughtful expense that gives you joy and not financial stress. Moving on, the remaining 20% goes to your savings, and that's $600. And your savings could be apportioned to emergency funds, let's say $200 or $250 to emergency funds, and then you have another $200 to probably your debt or loan repayment, and then the remaining $200 or $100 could go to your investment portfolio. So like I said, this varies. You could do this in whatever way it suits you, or it suits your needs, or it suits your plan. But you could use this 50-30-20 rule to categorize your spending and create an efficient budget. I mean, at the end, savings is all about making your future a priority while you enjoy today. I know some of us might have questions with regards to what happens if your total income will not allow you to spend 50% on your needs. That's quite possible. You know, you could live in a highbrow environment where rent is quite expensive on the high side, and allocating 50% to your needs might not do justice to what you need as necessities for that month. So what you do in this situation is to cut down on your wants so that you can elevate the amount of money that goes to your needs. So let's say $800 will not be sufficient to pay your rent in the month. Instead of just outrightly impacting your savings because of this necessity, it's advisable you just cut down on your wants, remove some things from your wants, and then allocate more money to your needs. So try to be flexible when using the 50-30-20 rule. There are no size fits all to this, but you just have to ensure you tailor this to your personal needs and your personal goals. You can adjust the use of this rule based on your unique financial situation or circumstances. So there are different factors you consider when implementing this rule, but I tell you what, this rule can work. Also, it's not just about using the 50-30-20 rule to make your budget. It's important you track this from month to month so you identify what stays and what goes. So you can also have a healthy spending habit. You can use a journal, an Excel spreadsheet, or you use a budgeting application to do the trick. Your awareness of your spending habit would greatly help you to stick with this strategy and also help you to maximize it greatly in creating an efficient budget. This rule is not just a formula, it's about creating a balanced life where you can meet your needs, enjoy your wants, and then secure your future. There we have it, folks. I've just explained how we can practically use the 50-30-20 rule in categorizing our needs from our wants and then having our savings separated out while creating a budget for the month. I'd like to hear from you in the comment section if you think this 50-30-20 rule could work for you, and if not, what other option can be used in creating an efficient budget. And if you have found this content helpful, do not forget to subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification button so that when I drop future content, you'll be the first to know. And do not forget to share with your friends so that we all can stay smart and journey together towards financial freedom. I'll see you on the next one.